Welcome to this presentation where we would like to take 7 minutes of your time to explain some of the advantages your distribution company will benefit from by using AlgoPlanner. Advanced cost price calculations and automatic distance and time accounting. Do you know the real cost each of your customers impose on your operation? Of all the distribution companies we've talked with, nobody have been able to answer yes to this question. Allow us to explain what we do and how we do it. Let's take a look at a normal route in a simple format. The driver starts at a hub, makes deliveries and pickups, and drives back again. Everybody can make a reasonable estimate of how much the total cost of the route is, but what is the cost of each individual stop? Does a simple division of the distance driven divided by the total number of stops yield you the cost per stop? No, it certainly doesn't. If you use AlgoPlanner, however, we will have frequent GPS updates from the vehicles, and therefore we will know the exact route the driver has taken. Let's assume that the route we've been looking at so far, sometime during its course, has an extra pickup added to it. And let us assume that this stop is significantly further away from the other stops and therefore imposes a significant extra cost to the route. It is obvious that this stop must be more expensive than the previous stops. Let's now assume that you have another pickup added. In this example, it's also quite far away from the other stops, but close to the first one added. With this new stop, the cost of driving all the way west to the first stop is now financed by 2 stops, meaning that the cost of each of the 2 new ones is reduced again, although they are still more expensive than the original 8 stops, as it were. All fairly complicated, but by deploying AlgoPlanner, you will get the correct calculation of every stop every day, and we will accumulate them per customer, per driver, per day, etc., etc. One more thing we promised you at the beginning of this video was the accounting of the driver's activities. Allow us yet another question. How much time does your organization spend every month on this calculation, the accounting of the driver's activities? We have learned that for many transport companies dealing with distribution, this job, although it is mathematically fairly straightforward, is rather time-consuming. With AlgoPlanner, it is automatically calculated for you. And now, allow us a small demonstration. What we'd like to show you is the AlgoPlanner Business Intelligence module. On your right-hand side, you will find the measures and the data sources. The availability is to some extent dependent on your data your order system is able to produce, but AlgoPlanner will be able to produce the basic ones. This demonstration is based upon a small sample of 5 days of activities from one of our clients, and so the dataset, yet anonymized, is real enough. As you can see, one of the measures is the cost. This has been calculated and broken down the way we just described a moment ago. From the cost we have derived the average cost, the maximum cost, and we've gathered a few other measures as well. Under data sources, you will find customers, drivers, dates, and a few more. Let's have a quick look at what you can do with this information. First, we select the cost. Then we split it into the 5 days. and then we split everything into customers. Here you go, a complete calculation of cost per customer per day. If we now change the cost to average cost and then add maximum cost and then add calculation of the deviance, we are now suddenly able to quickly pinpoint dates where costs have been abnormally high. Here's an example, here's another example, here's yet another, and so on and so forth. As you can probably see, there are many other analyses you can make. Let's just show you one more thing. Let's remove most of this, like this, and instead select the distance. This one, and split that into drivers, and voila, you now have the complete drivers accounting kilometers per day. Only the selection of data from your ordering system and your imagination is the limit. These were some of the ways in which we can improve your business. Find out more on AlgoPlanner.com. Thank you very much for watching.